Whether you go to college or not is not going to determine whether you have a practice of self-love. But self-love will determine the level of happiness and contentment you have in this life. Hey y'all, how are you? This is Connor. You are watching ThrivingMinimalist.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. I've gotten a couple questions in the last month regarding college. The reason that this is an incredibly important topic is I do not want you to waste your life. I don't want you to waste your time. I don't want you to live without passion or joy or utter ridiculous thrill and overwhelming excitement every single day. Things like college can really suck the life right out of us. To those people who believe they have to go to college but really don't want to, I am here to tell you, you do not have to go to college. Do what you want to do in this life because it's your life. It's not your parents' life, and it's not the bigger culture's life around you. It's not the elite's life that you are living. You are living your individual, beautiful existence, and you can do it exactly the way that you want to do it. So here's the flip side to that. I got a comment on a video I did with Brittany Taylor, which was entitled Too Late, and it was a video about having passion later on in life. On that video, Matilda Fry said, "This is great, but I would love to hear your thoughts and advice on, is it too early? I'm so passionate about traveling, minimalism, and living nomadically, but I'm 2 years out of high school and halfway through a Bachelor's of Arts. At this stage in life where I'm figuring out who I am, should I tread with caution and transition into a more nomadic lifestyle gradually? Do I finish my degree that I'm loving, even though it may or may not be useful to me in the future?" It would be great to hear a discussion on this topic. Well, what I'm hearing is you're doing something that you really love. You also know that there are other things that you really love. Right now, finishing your degree because you're having a great time doing it sounds absolutely awesome to me. Who cares if you're going to end up using it for something else or not? That's not the point. The point is, it's bringing a smile to your face and you're feeling good about it right now. You've identified some things that you also really like doing that you can't necessarily do while getting your degree, which is traveling and living nomadically. Well, that's fantastic. That means when you finish getting your degree, you can go travel and live nomadically. There's nothing holding you back from that. The flip side to don't go to college if you don't want to go is go to college if you want to go. And don't worry about the degree and what you're going to use it for. Be in the moment. Be in the present flow of now, and if something is exciting you, believe that it is right for you, because it is. This is a massively important conversation. Anytime that we have a belief that we have to do something we don't want to do, it is a great opportunity to check our assumptions. We're assuming we have to do that thing or something bad will happen. That is not true. That is absolutely not true, especially not in the case of going to college. There are plenty of incredibly successful people who never went to college. And it also depends on what kind of success you want in this life. Whether you go to college or not is not going to determine whether you have a practice of self-love. But self-love will determine the level of happiness and contentment you have in this life. The idea that if you don't go to college, you will not be able to make it in this world is ludicrous. Forget about it. I know a lot of people are telling you that that's true. It's just not. It's simply not true. My experience in college was I went and I learned absolutely nothing. I drank a lot of beer and I spent a lot of money. It was totally and utterly useless. I got a degree in history. I enjoyed history, but I remember nothing of it. I was planning on teaching, never ended up doing it. I now make all of my money as a therapist. I went to get trained in the thing that I was passionate about. I didn't go to school for this thing because schooling is a watered down version of your passion, generally speaking. If you're really excited about dolphins, go work at a dolphin center or move to Hawaii and swim around with them in a kayak all day. I would not recommend getting a degree in marine biology. That's not really what you're passionate about. If you're really excited about marine biology and you love to sit in a class structure, well, that is fantastic. Go for it. If your dream job that you have nailed down and you are 100% sure this is the job for me, requires you to have a degree, go get it. Put in the work to get the thing that you really want. But don't assume that you can't have what you really want unless you do something that you don't want to be doing. I know a lot of us are making that mistake. I made that mistake too, and it's quite alright. It's totally okay. If you're in the midst of college right now and you just hate being there, it's okay. Take a breath, take a moment. Look at how much you've invested, look at how much you can get out of it. But really look at it. Don't just assume that if you leave now, the whole world is going to fall apart. If you're a self-motivated, self-created human being, there are opportunities for you, like a lot of them. Trust in yourself that if you have a belief in a dream, follow through with it. If it includes college, that is awesome. If it includes licensure from the state, that is awesome. You can do both of those things. If you don't need either of those things to follow your dream, why would you waste your time? If your dream does not already include college, if you could skip college and go right to your dream, skip it. You don't need it. That's my opinion on college. If you're in college and having a great time, awesome. If your end dream, fantastic, perfect job requires you to have a degree, then put in the work and go do it. If you want something else, if you have something else in mind, don't worry about college. You can always go to college. Right now, follow your dream. My minimalist apartment here in Austin, Texas. What I'm packing for to be married. I used to own a house. I used to own a rental property. I used to work a 60 to 80 hour job.